Hi, we're at Banana Design Lab, where I'm going to go in and meet Yury Gitman, the maker of My Beating Heart. Come follow me. Oh, hi Yury, how are you? I met Yury in 2003 when he was my teacher at Parsons School of Design. So let's start off from there. And then you started wanting to make toys. So.
Yeah, a few years ago I was kind of a contemporary artist, and I would get grant funding or do artist residencies and make sort of one-off new media art creations for galleries and museums, or typically that's where they would be. Like, I wanted to make lots of stuff. I wanted my art to be in lots of places. I wanted people to take home art. Or when I go into a museum or a gallery, I'll see something on the wall there, and that's great, but I want it in my living room. So I started thinking about how can I kind of take the skills I have and turn it into something that lots of people, that I can make lots of, and people can take home and sort of have art in their home. I really love that idea.
So the mass production thing started working out for you.
Yeah, or I started thinking, well, wow, electronic toys, interactive toys are a great way to like take my skills and put it into something that's really creative, fun, has sort of a soul to it, and you know, people can like buy and have at their homes and on their beds and in their living rooms and stuff like that.
I think it's a great idea.
Thanks.
So we're going to take a look at his beating heart, I should say. Or my beating heart, I'm sorry, not his.
So I went on this long 10-day meditation retreat, and I got very, very still and calm, and one day, like day 4 or 5 in this 10-day meditation retreat, I felt my own heartbeat, and I felt it squeeze and push blood through my body and pull blood throughout my body. And I just felt like, God, you know, I wish everybody could feel it, this experience. And then I started thinking, oh, I want to make a toy to get people into meditation. That's sort of how I started it. And then it was turned out as something a little bit different, but I wanted just to make, you know, sort of a beating heart that you could hold.
Everything on Switch is all about being user-friendly and comfortable and something fun that you can play with. So these are perfect. Let's find out a little bit more about how he makes them, because Yury puts a little touch of love in everything that he does.
Here's my heart pattern. Actually, this is the pattern that comes in this heart. And the pattern, you can probably tell, is a little bit bigger. That's because you need to leave like a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch for the seam. And this thing gets stuffed and puffed out too. So, you know, you have to make your pattern a little bit bigger, and you don't really know what it's going to look like until you sew it up and put the pattern up. So it's good to just make lots of prototypes and make it, and you'll get a sense of how the material fills out and how it's going to look. What I did was I went to like baby stores and then boutiques and wherever, and I just started touching like all the fabrics in the stores, and then I started to get a little bit, you know, wiser, and I went to fabric stores, and I would go to like really high-end ones and discount ones and just sort of meandered around and touched stuff, and then I sort of narrowed it down to like, oh, I want something furry. And then I discovered ultra suede or sen suede, and this is like a really high quality, really nice synthetic suede. And I didn't want to use animal products, but I wanted like a really nice feeling thing. So this material actually, it gets really soft over as it ages, and it's got a little nap on it. It's got a little bit of like a fuzz to it. I don't know, this fabric just kind of grew on me.
Oh, I really like it. One of the things that Yury does that makes these really fun is they have cool names like Cutie Patootie, and what are the other ones?
Frou Frou,
and
Honey Bunny, and Sweet Pea.
Not very meditation-like, but
no,
more lover-like, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a toy, kind of like a cutie toy. Like, you know, I want people to hug these, and so part of the name was like, what do you want to hug? You want to hug things like, we can make little pet names for, you know, boyfriends or girlfriends or friends or children and stuff, and I wanted to like get that kind of feeling.
Well, they feel good. They feel good to the touch. You guys have to try this out. And I cannot put this down.